All right, St. Louis, I'd like to say good morning on this Sunday morning, St. Louis. We're going to school today, St. Louis. I'm going to take you around the world, back and forward today, St. Louis. We have to begin to understand, why have we been deceived? You know, St. Louis, I believe it's not that we knowingly were deceived. We were unknowingly deceived, because all that you are encoding from the beginning of creation of your life is based upon what your mind encodes. Now you got to understand, you're literally listening to people and information and data all around you that's giving you somewhat of an input. And unfortunately, that input becomes your output sometimes. In your subconscious mind, you begin to say things that you wouldn't normally say, but it's not you saying them. It's that input that's now become the output. You must turn off the noise, St. Louis, because it's going to affect who you become. Because the noise itself helps you to make the assessment of what you see. And what you see is being encoded by your mind. It's so unfortunate, but we didn't know. We are the beginning. Not only are we the beginning, those that came before us was the beginning. It's just that nobody finished the course. The course will literally allow you to reverse what we call the laws of thermodynamics. Entropy shall increase. Chaos, death, disorder. But unfortunately, we began to understand and believe that we are supposed to perish. We're supposed to die. But that's not true. We are supposed to live. And unfortunately, we haven't lived at all. You're thinking, I must have lived because I was born. No, you were born in darkness. You were born in death. You were born in chaos and disorder. All that we have created thus far with that undeveloped mind is only capable of keeping us in the prison in which the masses dwell. We've formulated religion, different denominations, different religions, from Pentecostal, or I should say Christian, Buddhist, Hindus, Muslims, etc. But yet, they're all fighting one another because they think their God is the superior God, but yet they don't realize that the God in which they must manifest is the God within themselves, which is a perfect sound minus blemish. Once we reach that perfect sound, we would stop the decay. We would stop the entropy, the chaos and disorder. And we would literally go back to the beginning, which is 13.8 billion years. Unfortunately, those that are our teachers, from our physicists to cosmologists, to astrologists, to theologians, to law professors, to doctors, to judges, know not the truth, because they all are a part of the same symmetrical system. It goes one way, and that one way is death. Think about it for a second. You're born, you grow up, and you're really cute and cuddly. You go to school, elementary, middle school, high school, college. But as you grow older, your mind is starting to wither, decay, because you haven't reached the level of knowledge in which you're capable of reaching, because you never knew there was something greater than you knew. The reason you didn't know is because your teachers are blind. They also start to decay and perish, suffer from dementia, Alzheimer's, all kinds of infirmities, which cause their cells to mutate and make bad copies of themselves and cause them to lose their sound. I'm not warning you at all. I'm just trying to get you to understand that we have not become who we are predestined to become. Many of you are looking for Buddha. many of you are looking for Jesus to come back, you must begin to understand the Bible itself, from Genesis to Revelation, 66 books in the Bible, have been interpreted by an undeveloped mind, and that's one of the reasons everything's remained the same. The Bible is a mystery. It's a beautiful mystery. However, we haven't reached the level of mind to understand what it's saying. Many have literally decided to teach and preach because they thought they were called. And as a result of preaching and teaching, they're leading masses astray. They get up on Sunday morning and preach and hoop and holler. It sounds plausible, but yet they don't know the truth. They're perishing just as those in which sit within their congregation are perishing. That coronavirus didn't discriminate. It took out the pastors, the bishops, the apostles, the doctors, the lawyers, the judges, the elderly. It didn't discriminate back during the Black Plague, and it's not discriminating now. And the reason it's not discriminating is because there are no respecter of person when you're dealing with darkness. If you're living in that darkness, it's going to control you outside your awareness, but yet you think you have control. You're being deceived. And the deception has come because you believe there's someone that's going to bring you out of the muck. But that someone has to be your developed mind. And once you gain that level of intellect or knowledge, you will begin to see things you were incapable of seeing. Until then, the prisons are waiting on you. Incarcerations are waiting on you. And the reason they're waiting because your mind is not going to do what it needs to do to stop the prisons from waiting. Once your mind reaches a level of awareness beyond space and time, the prisons will no longer wait, because you will now remove yourself from the system that had you controlled since you known yourself. I'm trying. Many of you are thinking, the only thing I want to do is retire so I can sit back and not have to work again. Been working for 30 to 40 years. But what you fail to realize, what's set up after retirement is Social Security. And after Social Security is a nursing home. And after the nursing home is the grave. Unfortunately, we have been following a trajectory of death. We are not supposed to be decaying. We're not supposed to be diminishing. We're supposed to be reaching a level of power in which people never knew we were capable of reaching. Our young children are following the same trajectory to nowhere because we didn't stand up for truth. Our young children are actually out here lost because we was chasing Tom, Dick, and Harry trying to back that thing up and failed to realize the devil, the darkness has seared your consciousness and didn't want you to understand that you are that light that's setting up on top of that hill. You are Alpha and Omega. You are the beginning and the end. You are first and the last. You're asking now, are you God? God is a perfect sound minus blemish. You must become that sound, and when you become that sound, they are now looking at the Father. And yes, that is that perfect sound, which is above every sound. And you have literally changed your perception of reality. As I said before, I don't play the radio. I'm fighting for mine. You damn right. I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting for your grandbaby, your great-grandbaby, your mama, your grandmama. I'm fighting for black, white, Asian, Hispanic, and yes, the devil is a liar. We shall claim the victory in this season. Until next time, shout out to my grandbaby Noah. Shout out to Winston, keep grinding. Shout out to Catherine, keep grinding. Shout out to Zion, my grandbaby now. Shout out to Walter, Danielle, and Gabe. Until next time, remember, it's our responsibility to take that damn mountain. And that's by any means necessary. May God bless you all. God bless.
God, I hope it's not too late. It's not too late. 'Cause you are not alone.
Not alone, St. Louis. Oh, hell no. I'm there with you, no question about it.
We'll get
You better ask some damn body.
the light comes
That light's coming through. Oh, yeah.
feel like you're